Hey, Vikings faithful. Skull Nation, are you ready to dive into the latest Minnesota Vikings news? We're just weeks away from the 2025 season, and the rumor mill is spinning faster than a J.J. McCarthy spiral. From trade whispers to training camp heroes, we've got a loaded update to keep you fired up. Is our roster about to get a major shakeup? Or are we locked in for a playoff run? Stick around, because you won't believe what's brewing in Eagan. Let's start with the buzz that's got everyone talking. A rumored trade sending our defensive anchor Harrison Phillips to the New York Jets. Word on the street, well, more like a whisper from NFL insider Tom Pelissero, says the Vikings might be swapping Phillips and a 2027 7th-round pick for a 2026 6th-rounder and a 2027 6th. But hold up, Skull fans, this hasn't been confirmed by the Vikings or the NFL. So is it legit or just off-season smoke? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you make of this potential move? Here's the deal. Harrison Phillips has been a beast for us since 2022, starting all 51 regular season games and anchoring a 2024 run defense that was second in the NFL, allowing just 93.4 yards per game. Off the field, he's a community hero, nominated for the Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2023. If this trade is real, it's a gut punch. But could GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah be cooking up something bigger? Let's dig deeper into what's happening with our Vikings. Skull Nation, let's pivot to some confirmed news that's got us hyped. Justin Jefferson is back on the practice field. After missing 3 weeks with a hamstring tweak, our superstar wideout returned on Monday, August 18th, looking as smooth as ever. This guy's not just a player. He's the heart of our offense, and his chemistry with rookie QB J.J. McCarthy could be the key to a monster 2025 season. Can you feel the electricity in the air? Jefferson's return is massive, especially after a 2024 season where he and Jordan Addison formed the NFL's third-best WR duo, according to Daily Norseman. But with Addison sidelined for the first 3 games due to a suspension, the pressure's on J.J. to carry the load. How do you think our offense will adapt without Addison early on? Drop your predictions below, because we're all itching to see how Kevin O'Connell schemes this up. The vibes at TCO Performance Center are high, with Jefferson coaching from the sidelines during his rehab, even tossing passes during drills. Coach O'Connell says JJ's Week 1 status isn't in doubt, but the cautious approach shows how much we're protecting our $140 million man. With the season opener against the Chicago Bears on September 8th looming, is this the spark we need to dominate the NFC North? Let's keep the momentum going. Now, let's talk about the future of our franchise. J.J. McCarthy is turning heads at training camp. The rookie QB out of Michigan had his best practice yet during joint sessions with the Patriots, showing poise and quick decision-making that's got fans buzzing. Chris Sims is already saying McCarthy's ready to lead us to success in 2025. Do you agree? McCarthy's not just throwing darts. He's building chemistry with guys like Aaron Jones, who compared him to Aaron Rodgers for his command in the huddle. In the preseason opener against the Texans, McCarthy showed flashes of brilliance, even if the scoreboard didn't fully reflect it. With Sam Howell struggling against the Patriots, is JJ locking down the QB1 spot? Tell us in the comments. Who's your pick to start Week 1? The Athletic reported McCarthy's standout moments in joint practices, including a pinpoint pass to T.J. Hawkinson in red zone drills. With the preseason finale against the Titans coming up on Friday, August 22nd, all eyes are on J.J. to keep dazzling. Can he handle the pressure of a primetime debut on Monday Night Football? Skull Nation, let's get loud for our young gun. Speaking of pressure, our wide receiver depth is under the microscope. Jordan Addison's suspension and injuries to rookie Ty Felton and Jalen Naylor, day-to-day with a hand injury, have left us thin. The Vikings are reportedly sniffing around the trade market for a veteran WR. Could Odell Beckham Jr. or DJ Chark be the answer? NFL Network's Tom Pelissero dropped that the Vikings, Jets, and 49ers are all exploring trade options to bolster their receiver rooms. With Justin Jefferson back, we've got a superstar, but depth is critical in this pass-heavy league. Who would you love to see in purple and gold catching passes from McCarthy? Hit the comments with your dream trade targets. The Viking Age suggests a reunion with Adam Thielen could be a fan-favorite move, but free agent Brandon Powell might be a more realistic option. With roster cuts due by Tuesday, August 26th, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has some big decisions to make. Will we see a blockbuster trade before the season starts? Or are we rolling with our current squad? The suspense is killing me. Let's shift gears to the defense, where Brian Flores is cooking up something special. Our 2024 unit ranked 5th in points allowed, and with new additions like Jonathan Greenwood and returning stars like Josh Metellus, we're poised to be even stingier in 2025. But there's an injury mystery brewing with Andrew Van Ginkel. What's the deal? Van Ginkel, a key piece of our shape-shifting defense, missed recent practices, and ESPN reports the Vikings are being cautious with his status for Week 1. Meanwhile, rookie linebacker Dallas Turner is making noise, notching a sack and a near interception in full pads practice. Can Turner step up if Van Ginkel's sidelined? What's your take on our defensive outlook, Skol fans? The Vikings' defensive depth got a boost with the signings of OLB Cam Gill and RB's Xavier Valade, per Vikings.com, but losing Harrison Phillips, if the trade rumor is true, could hurt. Flores' ability to mix coverages and pressures is elite, but we need bodies to execute his vision. Are we still a top 5 defense without Phillips? Let's hear your thoughts. Roster moves are heating up as we approach the 53-man deadline. The Vikings claimed guard Michael Gonzalez off waivers and signed OL Zach Bailey, while waiving LB Max Tooley and placing WR Rondale Moore on IR. These tweaks show Kwesi's not sitting still. How do you rate his offseason so far? Sports Illustrated's Inside the Vikings notes that rookie guard Donovan Jackson made a monster block in joint practices, springing Aaron Jones for a 65-yard TD. These young guys are stepping up, but with veterans like Harrison Smith and Christian Darrisaw still rehabbing, depth is everything. Which under-the-radar player are you excited about? Drop their name in the comments. The Vikings front office is playing chess, not checkers, with moves like extending GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's contract and locking in tight end Josh Oliver. But the clock's ticking, roster cuts are coming, and we need clarity on key positions. Are we built to compete with the Packers and Lions in the NFC North? Let's talk strategy, Skol Nation. Let's zoom in on our running game, because Aaron Jones is ready to eat in 2025. The veteran RB is coming off a strong 2024, and his chemistry with McCarthy is growing daily. With Jones setting up blocks like he did in that 65-yard screenplay, could he be our secret weapon this season? The Viking Age reports that Jones sees parallels between McCarthy and Rodgers, praising his leadership. But with Xavier Valade's recent signing, there's competition in the backfield. Do you think Jones can hit 1,000 yards again, or will a committee approach take over? Share your bold predictions below. Our run game will face a tough test in Week 1 against the Bears, who are licking their chops with our WR injuries. ESPN's power rankings have us in a good spot, but a strong ground attack could set the tone. How many carries do you want Jones to get in the opener? Let's get those comments rolling. Special teams are quietly becoming a storyline, with our kick return game taking shape. Vikings Wire says the picture is clearing up, but a punter competition is heating up, hinging on an overlooked skill, directional punting. Who's got the edge in that battle? The addition of Isaiah Rodgers, a former Super Bowl champ with the Eagles, bolsters our cornerback depth and return potential. Rodgers missed 2023 due to a gambling suspension but is ready for a bigger role, per CBS Minnesota. Can he be a game-changer on special teams? What's your take, Skol Nation? With the Titans preseason game on Friday, we'll get a clearer look at our special teams units. Kevin O'Connell's been tight-lipped, but the focus on fundamentals could pay dividends. Should we prioritize special teams in a pass-heavy NFL? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about the culture Kevin O'Connell is building. It's the heartbeat of this team. KOC's been praised by Greg Olsen for his leadership, and players like Josh Metellus are buying in, with Metellus calling McCarthy a potential surprise for fans. Is this the year we take the NFC North? O'Connell's play-calling genius was on display in 2024, leading a 14-win season despite Sam Darnold filling in for an injured J.J. McCarthy. Clutch Points highlights KOC as one of the NFL's best play designers. Do you think he's the key to our success? Share your love for KOC in the comments. The Athletic's Alec Lewis says O'Connell's making McCarthy feel comfortable ahead of his MNF debut. With joint practices showing our starters' chemistry, we're building something special. Are you feeling the Skull vibes for 2025? Let's hear your season predictions. Hold up, let's address the elephant in the room. Those male cheerleaders stirring up controversy. Posts on X are buzzing about the Vikings hiring male cheerleaders for 2025, with some fans calling for a boycott. But is this really a big deal or just noise distracting us from football? CNN and other outlets report backlash, but the Vikings organization hasn't commented directly. As fans, we're here for the game. Should this even be on our radar? Drop your take in the comments, and let's keep the focus on what matters. Crushing it on the field. The Vikings Foundation and community work, like Harrison Phillips playmakers, remind us this team's about more than football. Whether this trade rumor is true or not, our players are making a difference in the Twin Cities. How much does off-field impact matter to you as a fan? International games are coming. Skull Nation. We're headed to Dublin to face the Steelers on September 28th and London to take on the Browns on October 5th. Vikings.com says these games are a chance to grow our global fan base. How pumped are you to see purple and gold overseas? Playing at Croke Park and Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is huge, but it's a grueling travel schedule. With a tough NFC North slate, can we handle the jet lag and still compete? Which international game are you most excited for? Hit the comments with your travel plans. The Athletic notes that our defense, led by Flores, could dominate in these high-profile games. With Jefferson back and McCarthy slinging it, we might just steal the show in Europe. Are we Super Bowl contenders or just pretenders? Let's debate, Vikings fans. Training camp is wrapping up, and the preseason finale against the Titans is our last chance to see bubble players shine. Sports Illustrated's Will Raggett says undrafted rookie Max Brosmer is turning heads at QB. Could he be our next diamond in the rough? Brosmer's smarts and processing skills are NFL caliber, per The Athletic, but he's shaking up the QB depth chart behind McCarthy and Howell. With roster cuts looming, who's your pick for a surprise roster spot? Drop their name in the comments. Vikings Wire notes that our coaching staff sees similarities between Theo Jackson and Josh Metellus, versatile playmakers who could define our defense. As we gear up for Chicago, which young gun are you watching in the finale? Let's get those Skull chants going. Let's talk about the big picture. ESPN predicts a step back for us in 2025, but I'm not buying it. With Jefferson, McCarthy, and a top 5 defense, we're built to compete. Are the haters sleeping on us, or do we have something to prove? The Viking Age says Jefferson's return has Vikings icons like Randy Moss celebrating, and fans are hyped for a playoff push. But injuries to Van Ginkel, Smith, and others are a concern. Can we stay healthy enough to make a run? What's your Super Bowl prediction, Skull Nation? We've got a Christmas Day game at US Bank Stadium, only our third ever. With the NFC North title on the line, this could be a defining moment. Are you ready to pack the house and make some noise? Share your game day plans below. Skull Nation, we're at the end of this wild ride through the latest Vikings news. From trade rumors to Jefferson's return, McCarthy's rise, and our international adventure, 2025 is shaping up to be epic. Do you think we're Super Bowl bound? Or are we a year away? Drop your hot takes in the comments. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Vikings updates. Share this video with your fellow Skull fans, and let's build the loudest fan base in the NFL. Follow us on Vikings.com for the latest news, and check out Vikings News for real-time updates. Skull Vikings. Let's make 2025 our year. Thanks for joining me, Skull Nation. Keep the faith, keep the passion, and let's roar into the season together. Who's your MVP for 2025? Comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Skull.